Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of whatever we call this. I am your host, Super Commuel, and I am once again coming to you the day after, probably, Super Bowl, whatever the fuck number this is, I don't even care. Super Bowl sucks. But anyway, like the title says, we're here to talk about it. So let's just jump right into it. Redo of a healer. So, we have had quite a great season of anime in the beginning of 2021. Last year pretty much sucked. I mean, I really couldn't think of a lot of anime from last year that really popped. But, so far in the first season, we have a bunch of shows. I mean, this season alone, I'm watching like 7 shows. There's so many good ones. Cells at Work, Dr. Stone, that Funimation one, like the godfather of all isekai. So there's a bunch of good ones. But one that I'm watching that I do not like, and I am in the minority here in the Grey Boys for not liking it, is Redo of a Healer. So let me just, give you an idea of what it's about. It is just revenge porn for men. Not even men, incels. I don't like using that word. And I'm usually, every time there's an edgy, quote unquote, anime that comes out that has to do with like certain, topical themes in the West, there's always backlash from people online. And, I never really pay attention to it. It's not something I keep in mind to. I just watch anime. I don't really like, I'm not looking for like deeper political or agendas in these anime. But this one, whew. So it's I don't like it because of that. I don't like it because, you know, I watch a lot of anime, and every once in a while you'll have one and two that I could think of, or one that I really think of is I think it came out maybe a year ago. Yeah, last year, maybe last year or the year before that was Shield Hero. And Shield Hero had a very catchy opening premise, and I was really into it in the beginning. A lot of people were. It was and then it was another controversial show when it was out. So it came out, and it was different. It felt different in the beginning, the first couple episodes, and then it really quickly just became another isekai anime. Like all the stuff that made it unique was just thrown out the window, and it became just another stupid harem protagonist. Not a harem protagonist. Well, yeah, harem protagonist and isekai protagonist. And I just, it was just whatever. But I remember watching that show and being like, man, I really wish they went a little darker with it, with a lot of themes. And Redo of a Healer came out, and it has me going, you know what? Maybe Shield Hero got it right. They didn't need to go that dark. Because this Redo of a Healer is insane with how dark it gets. First of all, the whole show just revolves around a dude who's been wronged. And I mean, maybe in defense of the people who like really love the show, uh, I'm kind of very dumbing that down. I'm really like making light of that. So the main character, stupid fantasy show, finds out he's from like a small town. Finds out he's magical abilities. He's like a rare hero class or whatever, and he's taking the capital. His hero ability doesn't work out the way it should, and so anytime he uses it, he has he goes like kind of like insane for a little bit and feels pain, and he doesn't want to do it anymore. So very quickly, he's basically forced by the country to be a hero and use his powers, even though he doesn't want to, and it causes him pain. But then like it goes the extra step where just like he's just being treated. I don't want to use the word. RAPE. He is RAPE'd by men, women. He's beaten, broken. They force him into becoming a drug addict to control him. I mean, the dude, like they do terrible stuff to him, and I'm blown away that the show shows it all. Like it's just full on, just sex scenes, but not sex, not consensual. And so Gene was watching this. Oh, we watched like the same, like within like an hour of each other. We were talking about different shows that are like had a lot of buzz around them. So we both watched it. He watched the censored version. I watched the uncensored version, and we basically watched different shows because there are like 4 minute gaps where in the censored version you're just staring at like background shots. So characters are being R worded, And uncensored, you're watching the full scene, like almost nothing. The only thing that's like you don't see is like the genitalia themselves, but everything else you see, like just super messed up stuff happening. But in the censored version, you're just looking at like a fireplace, a wall, and a castle, like just really stupid shit. And there's like just so much of that happening. There's so much beatings. In the second episode, the main character is the main. Oh, by the way, the main character is borderline the bad guy, I guess. So the main character goes after his main tormentor, the princess, and he breaks her. I'm gonna show. I'm gonna put a photo up. But he breaks her fingers one by one, and he says, "Hey, if you don't scream while I break your fingers, then I'll like leave you alone, and I won't R-word you." But then he gets to the ninth finger, and then he just heals her fingers again. And it's like, well, I didn't get to that 10th one yet. And it's it's so messed up. I'm laughing, but it's really messed up. I I was watching this whole thing going like, ooh, this is a bit much. So I'm watching this, and I was talking with two of the other Gray boys, Gene and Joe, and Joe hasn't watched it yet. Gene watched it. They'd so they're on the other side, like maybe I am too sensitive about this. I don't know, but they didn't think it was like that crazy for an anime to have this. I mean, they thought it was a little crazy, but they weren't like like I don't like the show. I'm generally like, you know what? I think this is going a little too far in anime now. We've crossed the line too far. This is I just want to watch fun shows. Trying to have a good time here, damn it. But yeah, it's so, and I can't show like any photos. I can't show a single photo. That's the that sucks. Like, cause anything I show, it'd be taken. The video would be taken down. Like that's how graphic this show gets with the violence towards people. I mean, to the main cat, everyone. Like everyone's life sucks in this show. Like everyone is having like just horrible, disgusting, nasty things happen to them. But yeah, it's just funny to me. I was watching it, and it's just such a mirror image of the Shield Hero. I mean, I guess I should say spoilers at this point, but you're here to talk. You hear me talk about the Super Bowl. You know what you got yourself into. So I mean, even down, I think like in the same episode from Shield Hero, I think like fourth one in, he gets himself a slave, like a lowly slave girl. So it really is just like hitting the same story beats, except it's going. Well, why don't if we just went to the next level? Like in Shield Hero, he's like, he got the slave, and he's like treats her like family, like his daughter. And this one, he bangs the slave. He makes her. He's like, hey, I'll give you power. You kill people for me, and yeah, other stuff. Oh man, by the way, this Super Bowl is so fucking boring. I'm in the fourth quarter. I'm filming this at 9:30 at night. It's 31-9. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm all for Tahm Bruhaydie. Getting another Super Bowl win. He's an asshole. That's pretty cool. We're all assholes. Gotta support each other. We gotta fucking Super Bowl's boring as fuck. Commercials suck. Halftime sucked. I don't even know who it was. Yeah, Super Bowl sucks. But anyway, yeah. So let's say redo of a Shield Hero, which basically the show is basically redo of a Shield Hero. Even down to the name, like it fits. They really should just call the show redo of a Shield Hero, R-rated version, and it lives up to the name. Because I've listed a few things that have happened, negative, obviously, all the bad stuff that's happened to him, but from what I've heard, it gets so much worse. Like in like 10 times worse. I'm hearing this is like the baby introduction steps of how fucked up this world gets. But I'm continuing to watch because I'm just too far in. I'm a person where if I start a show and I'm like 2 episodes in and I hate the show, I'm like, oh, like I gotta finish the whole series at least, give it a fair chance. But but yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Would I say it's a good show? Personally, no. I think it's almost offensive to be offensive. But Joe loves it. So yeah, I think that'll be off this episode. The next thing that's coming out will be a card opening. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It's going to be Dragon Ball Super. But yeah. So thanks for watching, and